Hey, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Big Gaucho. This is talking about just split our pockets up, put money in your pocket. I'm Austin back with the boys. Let's go.
Hey, what's up, Big Gauchos? It's your boy Big Gaucho Tyler. We back with another banger video. And Dave is spinning with joy. Let's get it.
Let's
Dave's
get
about
it.
to
I am
throw
Pikachu
up.
Dave. I cannot see my computer screen right now, but before we get started, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see videos similar to this one. And yeah, let's get started. I'm gonna start spinning again because it's kind of fun.
Hey, and while Dave's spinning, we
Yes,
can get Big
sir.
Gaucho Tyler to give us that first story of the day.
Yes, sir. Airlines are flying high. So travel is coming back stronger than ever. A lot of executives from American Airlines, Delta, United, and JetBlue all say they have high demand for leisure travelers. So I guess a lot of people are starting to get vaccinated, and there's a lot of pumped up emotions to start traveling. And about 1.4 million people passed through TSA on Thursday compared to the 780,000 that passed last year at this time. So basically doubled. So I guess travel is coming back slowly and steady. And as of right now, more than 8.8 million people have flown in the past 7 days. So I know we've been talking about this, saying that travel is going to take a long time to recover. But the way these numbers are coming out, it might actually be a lot sooner than we think. What are we thinking, y'all?
Dang, that's pretty crazy. It sounds like a lot of people are taking advantage of spring break is the main thing. That's the only thing that really makes sense with this timeline. But yeah, I think in Arizona at least they just opened. They announced they were going to open the vaccine to all people 16 and up on April 1st. So I think a lot of states are making big strides with the vaccinations, and it's giving a lot more people some confidence to go out and do those vacations that they've been putting off. So ideally, the airline industry is going to see a lot of money coming in the next couple months. Hopefully, they need it.
Oh,
They
yeah, they
definitely
definitely
do.
do.
And yeah, I think the analysts were all wrong because they were saying back in what was it, like October and November that it would take 3 or 4 years to get travel back to where it used to be. But yeah, I think that's wrong. I think people have been locked up for a long time. They're really kind of amped up to get out there and do something. And then, we got that stimmy. So we got the stimmy money. We got to spend that somehow. So we'll
Yep.
spend it on the airlines.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, people are just pretty eager to, spend that 1400. You know, hopefully they listen to Big Gauchos and they buy some stocks, but most likely they're going to be buying some vacations.
Honestly,
Yeah,
not a bad
definitely.
deal. Not a bad deal, Buy a ticket to Cancun, some pina coladas, some margaritas.
It's on
Yeah.
Joe.
It's on Joe.
And airlines are definitely also having a lot of specials and deals that are also incentivizing people to also book flights with those airlines. So with all that together, it looks like numbers are going to continue to spike, especially going into the summer. And Airbnb has also seen an increase in bookings lately. So when there's traveling, that also means there needs to be places to stay. So hotels and other services like that will also be increasing as well. So keep a lookout on those stocks as well.
Yeah, all I'm saying is once you use Airbnb, you never want to use hotels again. I mean, it's a lot cheaper. You can usually get the whole place or most of the place to yourself. It's really unbeatable. I know their stocks really taking a beating, but they could definitely be generating some big numbers here.
What are we thinking? Is airlines a buy right now or a little bit of a hold off until a little bit more of a dip? What are we thinking?
But buy JetBlue tomorrow at the open.
No, I think they're a buy too. Yeah, I'm loading up right now, just waiting because I've talked this a long time. I've been a bag holder of American for the past year and a half or so, but we're getting close to being a neutral now. So once we do, we're all going to start selling covered calls. Make some more money and have a good time.
Yep.
Love it.
Make sure you lower that average buy cost. And you can also diversify by checking out some railways too, in addition to the airlines. Travel is going crazy.
Yeah, so travel is going crazy. And on Sunday, Canadian Pacific Railway in Kansas City Southern merged to form a new company called Canadian Pacific Kansas City. So kind of just like took half the name of each and just stuck it together.
It turned into Canadian Pacific Railway Kansas City Southern.
That's so bad. I wish they had called it like Pacific Southern Railway, something like that. Make it easy.
I didn't
Yeah, it's
realize how
definitely-
clunky it was until I saw this just now.
Definitely a mouthful. But they plan to construct 20,000 miles of rail that will connect Canada, the U.S., and Mexico to really help, increase supply chain capabilities between these countries and help with, transporting goods across the, the countries.
Yeah, a whole. What is that technically called a continental like railway then? If it's like the whole continent.
Yeah, I guess so. They're gonna have stops here and there, I guess, but I don't really know how in depth they've really planned their track or whatever.
It's gonna be like the bullet train where like you go from one place to another in like 2.5 seconds.
Yeah, it's gonna be based on magnets, and it's gonna be inside in a tunnel, and then you're just gonna be traveling at Mach 8, and it's gonna stop on a dime.
Jeez.
You imagine how sick you'd be like starting in Mexico and then going all the way to Canada in like 1 hour.
No, just imagine going Mach 8 and then stopping to zero. The amount of acceleration you would need to have that, you would definitely die.
Hey, I think whatever speed it goes, we should do the Big Gaucho Triple Continent Challenge.
Yeah, sure, why
All
not?
for it.
I'm
Triple
down.
country, single continent, one mission.
It's like a
Three
cruise, but
gauchos.
a lot worse.
Except you're just stuck in a train for 3 weeks.
Exactly. So it's like worse than a cruise because, like, at least on a cruise, you get to look at the ocean, do some cool activities on the boat and stuff like that. But on a train, you just look outside the window.
Hey, I'm down. I'm down to try it. I mean, I think that would create a lot of jobs too, and it'd also be really good for the companies that produce the steel and the materials and like railroad ties that are used for, putting this stuff together. It's really old fashioned, but I think it could generate a lot of revenue for steel and iron workers.
Oh, yeah,
Definitely.
definitely. And also, trains are one of the cheapest type of transportations that supply chains use. So I definitely think that'll help with getting goods over the border, and all that good stuff to save money and, make a quick profit on top of that.
Yep.
Exactly.
Good.
And they're also saying that they're going to try to make their transportation more green friendly. So I'm not sure how. Yeah, good for the heart, good for the pocket.
Good for the pocket.
Good for the heart,
yep.
good for the pocket. Trademarked.
Shout out to Chris.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I dig it.
Is this a buy?
Oh, it's always a buy.
I think it is actually because I don't remember what their market cap is supposed to be at, but I think it was around like 30 billion, and their competitors are Canadian National Railroads, Union Pacific Corporation, and Norfolk Southern Corporation, and all three of these have a market cap. I think all of them were in the 80 billions or higher. So there's definitely a big disparity, but just based on that, don't invest. You got to do some other due diligence yourself, but definitely see the potential.
Yep. I would totally agree. Lots of potential with freight as well too. But we also got a lot of potential with these big winners, big losers, and the sleepers. So make sure you check them out right now.
Let's hit that soundtrack.
Yeah. I wish we had Big Gaucho Kevin here for this first one.
Oh, I know. Number one, we got UpStart Incorporate, online personal lending marketplace, P2P. Low Gaucho Kev put money in at $60. Now they're trading at around 165. So you already know he made big bucks.
Yep, it's an online lending marketplace, basically just peers lending money to each other, and they're kind of trying to regulate it that way. So if you need a personal loan for something, this isn't really an endorsement for it, but this is one of your options.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. And then number two, we got Luckin Coffee. They're up 12.5%. we talked about them a little bit. They were fraudulent. They said they sold coffee, but they didn't sell anything. So I don't know. Now they're on the come
Dude.
up.
Luckin
Sounds-
Coffee was an OG. I've talked about them since day one of Big Gauchos. I thought they were a buy at the time because they're basically the Starbucks of China, and then all these fraudulent things came out and they were delisted. But
We're
props
talking
to them
big
for
game.
coming back. Props to them.
I can't believe we bought that thing. Well, it's good to see them back. Looks like they were in luck and managed to make it back on the exchange.
I don't even. Well, they got delisted from Robinhood. I don't know if I think they're trading on like pink sheets.
Yeah, it's pink sheets or foreign market. I'm not sure. But
Right.
one that's still trading in the US is everybody's favorite,
Ooh.
AMC.
Big
yeah,
hit today.
Yep, they're going down hard.
Yep, they are down 10.3% of the day, which is kind of nice for me actually, because that means the call I sold is now pretty much worthless. So I'm pretty happy. But
I
I'm
know
still
when
on
they
the
get
AMC
cashed
gang.
out.
Definitely, you gotta know when to hold it and when to fold it.
Yes, sir. Thank you for those life lessons. Country music. And number 2, we got Canon Incorporated down 16.84%. They manufacture computer hardware. That's all we know.
Respect.
Respect. And you also got to respect these sleepers because you don't want to be sleeping on them.
Sleep.
Sleep. Boom. First up, JetBlue Airways. As we talked about, airlines are really undervalued right now. You could buy the dip, get a pretty good price on some long-term holdings. If you've never flown JetBlue, it's pretty prime. Number 2, we got Riot Blockchain Incorporated. They're a Bitcoin producer / miner, and they are publicly traded. So it's a cool way to get invested in this space without holding any of the coins if you don't want to. So that's a really cool option for you. And then finally, lastly, we got First Bancorp, FBP. This is a Puerto Rican bank holdings company. So they're heavily invested in the financial space. And this is a cool niche market to be in.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard of the last one. It's interesting.
I hadn't either. I was like, well, that's one different one to get up there. Just so we're not cycling through the, I feel like we get in our rut for sleepers.
No, I agree.
Very true.
It's always good to bring that diversity into the sleepers. Bring out some new ones, expand your horizons a little bit.
Yep, it definitely is. But one thing we're never bringing out a new one of is our ad for Anchor because there's no need to. They're the best podcasting platform out there, and they're partnered with Spotify. Let's hit that
All
ad.
right, let's hit it.
Woo. All right, we are breezing through this. We got no new bankruptcy, bonier additions. We hate Ruby Tuesday.
Neiman Marcus Neiman.
Neiman Narcus Neiman, all those. And Kanal took the dub today. He is not appearing on the show because he's a hater. So I guess it's fair game.
Oh boy. Wait, what did we close at?
Dude,
Let's
it
see.
just bounced up at the very end.
Oh,
It
it
took a
was
little bit of a dip.
I'm gonna take close.
32-7.
Yeah, I'll take close. I'll be that guy. I haven't done it in a while.
I respect it.
I don't.
I know Dave doesn't. Dave tried to outlaw me from this town.
Hey,
Look at
I
me
got
now.
mine. Dave, do you have yours or do you want me to go?
33K.
That was what I was gonna do. You're garbage.
Haters gonna hate.
Haters gonna hate.
Gets aggressive over here on the show.
The
Tyler,
Steve
what do you think?
Burns. Well, not 33 anymore.
Well, you can go down a little bit. I don't care.
Don't worry about it, big guy. I'll do 32,500.
32,500.
Really?
All
So
right.
that made you go bearish now just because I said 33,000?
Just to spite you. Watch
All
it
right,
hit.
Well, that means Canal should be pulling in around 32,900.
Probably. Yeah, honestly.
Or
No question about
32,700
it.
or 600.
No, because he's Tyler. I thought Tyler said 550.
No,
Oh, he did?
Flat.
Oh, 5 flat. I think he's going to say 32.9.
Me too.
All right. Well, you guys are going to have to come back and see if we can read Canal's mind on the next episode. But we want to thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed the show. Leave us a message on anchor.fm/gauchos or biggauchos.com if you want to send us an investing tip. We might play on the show. Tyler, do it.
All right, big guys, quick disclaimer because we love disclaimers. And if everything said on this podcast is our opinions from our experiences, we are not liable for any lost gain. So please, please, please do due diligence and invest safely, big gauchos. But we are directly liable for all you already know, major gains, because we love to make money with y'all. With that being said, thank you for all the love and support. We're growing every day. Please like and subscribe. Dave, let the viewers know our amazing Instagram.
All right, listen up. The Instagram is @BigGauchos. I don't know why you haven't checked it out yet, but it's a big mistake. So open up Instagram right now, type in Big Gauchos, give us a follow. That's all you got to do.
Yep, it's just that easy. Big Gauchos, big moves. You can also follow us on all streaming services. Take us with you on the go. We're on Apple, Spotify, Anchor, YouTube, Google Pocket Cast, Breaker, Radio Public, Overcast, or you can add us to your own RSS feed anywhere you listen to podcasts. Make sure, especially if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, leave us a rating 1 to 5 stars. We do not accept anything less than 4.5 stars. Leave us a review. Tell us who your big gaucho is. Share that link with a friend. Tell them a timestamp to listen to. Boys, we got anything else to add before we get out of here?
Bye, Lordstown.
Buy $400 GameStop calls expiring Friday. That's all I gotta say.
Or that.
All right. Well, good night from Arizona. Who makes money today? Peace.